All right, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna make a video, short video, medium video, long video, whatever it takes. But just for all you DTF people out there that are new to this, as we are, me and my wife, she's having trouble printing out. The white's not coming out, so we don't know anything about it other than me trying to fix it, wing it. And after so many calls to the representatives and so forth, they're just a bunch of BS, man. So I have to figure it out myself. And the feedback, of course, from some other people. But really, it's not really enough. Do this, do that. But okay, so we find ourselves. I took this component off. This is where all the waste ink goes through the bottom of the tubes. Take that out. Open it up from the bottom. Two nozzles, make sure that's clean, blow air, hot water through it, clean the sponge, and of course in between you got this spring that pops up. If it comes off, not too worried, it's easy. Put it back in, make sure you line it up, back in, put the screws back on, and that's it. Once you mount it, you got your two screws right there, self-explanatory. So then, sorry, something threw me off track. Some dumb BS. Okay, so what I did was I followed the line, and of course it was clogged. We had a bunch of it looks like almost gasket, rubber. This is the ink. This is what clogs your stuff. And of course they say this machine is maintenance free, that it maintenance itself while you're sleeping, that it's cleaning the print head, running its checks. And well, I don't know if that's true, but this is what clogs the lines after, supposedly, because we don't clean it every day. So the maintenance free is out of the question if you ask me. Yeah, DTF might want to check their the way they approach people with that comment. Now, all right, I flushed the lines. This line, one of them goes, like I said, into the waste sponge, and the other as well. The other end, however, comes out in your waste bucket. That's it. Make sure I flushed out all that line. Got the debris out of there, a bunch of thick debris. Now, once I did that, I saw there was a bunch of junk. So what I did, I took out the pump. These small pumps. One of them, the white, goes to that one. As you can see, the white ink. And then the blue tube is white ink as well. Why, I don't know. Where all the other colors, I don't know. I guess they all mix somewhere down the line. So I took this pump off, and it tells you right there, it's a diaphragm. Let me see if it can zoom out. Pump, diaphragm pump. They send you one with the kit when you buy the DTF printer. And it's right there. You can see the triangles. Let me see closer in the light. Right there. That triangle, the pump is mounted like this. So the triangle means this is an inlet, and it has a little white. Let me see. It almost looks like tape. It says ink inlet. So you just pop that right off this side. That's what I did. So make sure if you confuse yourself, the ink inlet goes into the triangle pointed here that goes in. This one goes out, in case you get confused. So I took it all off. I took this green part off. You see that line? It has a gasket in the middle. So once you take these 4 screws off, this whole green thing comes off. And the rest of the pump, it just has a solid solenoid in the middle. So you can't mess with that even if you wanted to. They send you an extra one, like I said, to replace it if it burns out. That's the only thing that goes on with this one. It can burn out. Once you open this up, it has a gasket in the middle, which was also stuck with debris. The inlet and the outlet were stuck with debris as well. So I flushed them out with a syringe and some hot boiling water. So you can see, look at all that debris that came out. That is what clogs up your lines and your print head. Gotta clean it every day. So I did that, put it back together. So before I did that, I caught myself and I told my wife, you know what, I should have made a video so I can help other people out there. Maybe, you know, do it yourselfers, or you ladies that are stuck in this problem. Now you can go grab your husband and put him to work, just like they did to me. So we take this one off. As you can see, like I said, the white ink, this is where the lines come in, white. I don't know why. There's yellow, blue, red. I don't know where they feed and they go into. Maybe they mix themselves with the black, white, and create all neutral colors, and that's where these two are pumps. So now I'm going to take this one off, and well, let's go ahead and do that so we can clean the lines. This is going to be a little harder because I'm going to go down the line and clean all down to here. Make sure all this ink is fresh and not dried like this thick rubber silicone stuff. But that's the ink. That's the actual ink. Can't believe it got to that extent. So I'm gonna sit you guys down. Just bear with me, and we'll take it from there. I got my wife in the background, but she don't want to come out in the video. I guess she's saying that she'll break the internet and I'm gonna have to pay her if she comes out in the video. Alright, let me go ahead and get this started. So what we'll do, I got my light on here, just to make it simple. It's kind of hot in here, can you turn on that? Alright, hold on, I got it. Alright, so you take off these 4 screws. That's for the pump itself. They're all the same screws, so just put them in a safe place so you won't lose them. And upon putting them back on, it doesn't matter where it goes as long as they go there. So there's one, set it aside. Great. Now yeah, and like I said, guys, I'm not copying anybody. No, I don't mean to misguide you, point you in the wrong direction. However, like I said, I'm winging it. I'm doing it as my own, with my own knowledge on what I know from what I've read. And of course, if you're mechanically inclined, it's a plus. If you understand the way these components work. If not, it's okay. Just as long as you do as I'm doing, you'll be fine. If anything, once I post this video, if you guys need any other help, then you guys can message me in my comments, or hell, I don't even care. It doesn't matter. I can even post my number. You guys can text me. I ain't that worried about it. You can call me anytime. Just don't call me late for dinner. Alright, you see now this is the pump. And it's the same pump. Diaphragm pump. Type MVSD 2300-30. Alright, so what we'll do, and it's the same, this is it. It goes like this. The 4 screws go here on this plate. So it's mounted like this. So the inlet, the arrow, like I said, the blue is the inlet. And this clear one will be your outlet. And you see as well, like I said, the blue line, it's indicated right there. Ink inlet. So you can slide that baby over here whenever you're done, just so you won't confuse yourself, or take it off while you're cleaning it, but make sure you put it back on. Now these have some zip ties on it. It seems pretty hard to take off at first, but you just give it a little twist. You see it comes out, splattering ink all over, so make sure you have your rag to bleed it out. Wow, this actually looks pretty good, pretty fresh. It's flowing freely. It's not like the black ink. See that? Check it out. But regardless, we'll do it. We'll flush it and. Let me hold that there. And now let's take this one off. Hopefully, take it off without damaging it. Here's the other screwdriver I got. Alright, that's not gonna work. Let me go ahead and twist it. Oh, okay, great. Got it. Would you have me a rag, please? A towel or a rag? That's just to clean this. Let's do a rag this time. That's small, the rag. Yeah, so make sure you're in a place where you can splatter ink and they won't get upset at you, or you won't ruin any pictures or your carpet or your buffalo carpet, bear carpet, whatever it is. Alright, so meanwhile, we let the ink drain. Alright, that's going to be a pretty good amount of ink. But that's alright. You got more white ink? Enough?
Yeah, I have like half a bottle.
Alright, well, it's alright. Even though she doesn't, let's just go ahead and walk you through what I did and what I'm going to do to this pump to clean it. You might think you take this off from here. You probably can. I tried. You can't. You follow these the positive and negative down to the back, and there's connector components there where here. You know what? As a matter of fact, here's a new one. Check it out. This is a new one. So you can see, and it comes up with a little harness. This is where you connect it and disconnect in the back. So this will be the new one that comes with your DTF machine. In the packaging, in a box. I didn't know that, but my wife brought it up. So that's that. So now we're gonna take off these 4 screws, and these are all the same as well. So as long as you put them in a safe place.
You plan on emptying this whole bottle out, or what?
Well, no, not really, but good thing you brought that up. Okay, so what we'll have to do. Oh, man, my back. What we'll have to do is. I'll just use a syringe to clog this. And I'll use this other one to clog that. Just go ahead and clean this and see what. Alright, so that's that. So now I just put the syringes just to stop the ink from flowing through and empty out the bottle in the back, as my wife said. Okay, so let's continue. So I'm going to take off these 4 screws. And since I saw the lines that the ink is flowing through freely, I would maybe say don't take it off. It's fine. There won't be any debris clogged up in there. But since I came this far, I might as well do it, since after all, the problem was that it wasn't printing white ink. Now, for those of you DTF professionals, say no, that's not the problem. You went the wrong way. That's not even part of what the problem is. Well, like I said, I'm not a professional. I do not know anything about this other than I do have the mechanical skills to clean these parts. So I'm just starting from as they say, from the bottom and going up. The last thing I want to do is just leave everything and just go out and buy a $400 print head, and then for it to be a small problem, small debris clogged in the line or down the printer head. And obviously, this was a lot of debris clogging the line. So, yeah, I'm taking a whole different approach. But I mean, hey, by all means, if there's professionals out there that are willing to help you right away with a lovely helping hand instead of trying to sell you a print head off the start, then by all means, go for it. So this goes like, it just goes like this once you take it off. So once you take it off, it pops open, and there's a little black gasket in there. It comes off. So when it comes off, pay attention how it is. In one side it'll be flat, on the other side it'll have a few lines. And once I clean it, just in case if you do get lost and take it off, one side, this side is flat. If you turn it down the other side where the white ink is at, you can see some lines embedded in the gasket. So those lines go to the flat side of the plastic component, and you can see the lines on it. So that's where that's your indication where your gasket, what side is it going to go in that component. So that's that. If not, message me and I'll walk you through. So just give me a moment. Let me clean this up. Make sure it's not clogged. A little warm water.
Maybe the problem wasn't that one, it was the other one.
Yeah, the black one was really clogged, but since I'm cleaning one, I might as well clean both. But since
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I got there's a lot of people that need help on this, and so I'm just trying to help you guys out. So as you can see, that's a solenoid for this motor. How it works, I don't know. But the ink that spins does something. As you can see, you got some white there. It's coming off. Some more debris. So all that little debris adds up and it clogs your lines. Well, they said it was maintenance free. Yep. They also say Elvis is still alive. So, just gave it a small rinse. And these little ports, nozzles, you can put them to your mouth once it's clean, or if you got a syringe or anything, little compressed air, blow through them. Just make sure the air comes out freely, no debris. Get all that excess water out. And just clean them with a rag. Make sure all the components are clean. That's it. Just nothing special. Just warm water with soap. Warm water, hot water. That'll do. And there you go. Just pop in the gasket. Where it doesn't pop in, it lays flat. So you gotta be very gentle, nice and easy. And it kind of wants to stick to your fingers, so, and it moves along. Once you move your finger, it wants to come with it. So you gotta be very gentle. Take your time. Take your time. Don't want to rush it. It's not, you're not jumping into the relationship. So once it's on, no, let me see. I think it moved a little. No, it's still okay. All right, let me close it. Bam. All right, once it's on, want to slap it back on. It has the guiders right there where the screw goes. Make sure you hold it tightly. Once you put it in, once you put everything back together, make sure that gasket is nice and flush. And once you smack the other component back on, make sure you keep it tight. Even when you put them in them guides where the screws go, make sure you hold it tight so the gasket on the inside won't move, so you won't pinch it, so it won't leak. And in case if you're not sure, just take it off and do it again. Just make sure till you're safe. Practice it before you put it back together. It's not hard. It just takes time. If you know, just take it easy. Go slow. Just do it right. There's no rush. It's an expensive machine just to be rushing through it, so don't worry. Just take your time. We got nothing but time. Like I said, I'm no professional. Please don't blame me and say, well, this guy told me to do this, and I saw a guy on YouTube, he did this, and then they're telling you, no, you shouldn't have done that, you ruined it. And no, there's nothing to be ruined here. You're just cleaning the components, something that they don't want to do. They'd rather sell you a component, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's just for the lack of maintenance. My wife, she's not here, so I'm going to tell you. She didn't clean it because she said it was maintenance free, that the machine would clean itself. So, lo and behold, it's not. It'll never be. So, that's that. So, it's clean. So, now, we are going... Let me take off the syringe. Okay, so now when it leaks... So now we're going to put back the motor. Here are the 4 screws. So this one goes this way. There are the holes. They mount it like this behind the plate. So the inlet is the arrow pointing up. So this one goes in there. And there you have it. And then let me take the other one off. And then let it leak a little just so the air bubbles can come out. Hopefully it will. If not, I guess we'll run a nozzle check, right? So we can get the air bubbles out and all that. Alright, so that's that. Put it back together. The zip ties, they're pretty hard, but get your nails and just drive it back in there. And that's it. There you have it. Give it a little clean. Take off the excess ink. Whatever you can, it's up to you. And so we're going to let me just see real quick where this one goes. Let me try to figure it out. Okay, see it. So this one goes there. Let me go ahead and hold it. It's kind of difficult because I have big fingers. As my son says, they look like weenies for hot dogs.
I wanted to make Parmesan.
I have no idea what she said. Oh, okay, let's get another screw. I'll get that one right now. Let me just... Okay, I see the hole. Okay. Let me guide you there. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong one. There you go. Like I said, it's pretty... Let me go ahead and grab it. Let me take off the screw. Oh, boy, this is really a pain when your fingers don't fit. Let me grab my screwdriver, the screw, and try to use a screwdriver that's magnetized, where the screw will hold. Because if you don't, there goes another one, but I got it. Oh, man. Huh?
He's ringing.
Great, got one. I had a screw fall in there, and so we're gonna have to tilt that and get that screw out. If maybe, oh, I got it. That's why I said try to use a magnetized screwdriver. So, put the screws back on. Tighten them up. That's the pump for the white ink. That's tight.
That's the pump for the white ink?
Yeah.
And it looked good, right?
Yes.
And not clogged like the...
Clog free. Now I don't know how it works, but since your alarms, you said, were going off from your waste bucket, I don't know if that triggers something that will not allow the white ink to flow, or it won't throw any more ink, because it recognizes that I don't want to make a mess and keep shooting ink everywhere.
So then that would be my next question. Like, would it be best to swap this out already? Because maybe that'll fix the alarm and the ink problem? Or...
Well, ma'am, as I was telling my fellow YouTubers, I am not a professional. I do not know what the hell is going on, but other than cleaning these components, walking the people through what to do to clean it.
Yeah, but they must have sent me one for a reason. Like, you know, like they were preparing me for something like this. I'm assuming.
I agree with you. But
there's no way of telling as of
no
right
way
now.
of telling right now. And I'm trying to keep it positive, because hopefully if this reaches the DTF Corporation, DTF, you owe me a new printer, go ahead and send it.
Procolored.
Procolored. I'm going to hold you liable, and I'm going to hold you to it. So my next step after this, my fellow YouTubers, would be taking off the cartridge and trying to suck out all the white ink if I can, whatever I can, and put some new ink on it. And yeah, fill it up with some fresh ink, and since everything is nice and clean all the way down to the waste bucket, hopefully the alarms won't be triggered, and hopefully that'll fix the problem. If not, I'm gonna have to dig deeper, take off the print head, and clean the print head. Now I got a little bit of knowledge about cleaning print heads because my wife had 2 Epson printers as well, and man, were they gave us a really complicated problems. And she got mad. She went and bought another one, and yeah, it gave us a good amount of time. And then voila, same problem again. So my wife was tired, and she just threw them. She got rid of them.
And they're sitting in the trash.
They're sitting in my trailer, as a matter of fact, waiting to go to the so we can dispose of them. Yeah, the dump yard, to the city's dump. Throw them out. So that's that. Reinstall the pumps on them. Now I'm going to show you guys how to install back where the wasted ink goes through before it flows through the tubes into the waste.
Pad.
That's what you call it, the ink pad. There you go.
I don't know. I just know it's a pad. I'm assuming it's an ink pad.
Ink pad. There you go.
Let me check my little key.
Just try to clean everything. I like working clean, but unfortunately, when you would deal with ink, it gets all over. So just put it back together and get this piece. Put the spring. Right now, it's not really important. You can put the tubes through it, and then put the spring. Bring it down here. Before we fasten everything, what you want to do is make sure you connect those two. Let me turn this a little so you can see what I'm doing. Put a little bit more light. Okay. These nozzles on the pad, those two nozzles, make sure you put these two tubes back on. Doesn't matter how they go. Because this all goes through to the same part, which is the waste bucket back there. Make sure the spring is lined up. Down in the center, it has its own groove where it goes to. On the top as well. There you go, mount it and just compress it down. Okay, there you go. Make it flush and it gives you where the screws go. So now you want to put your screws. Okay, so now let's put on our screws. There's one. Where's the other? By the way, I forgot to tell you, I hope you all are having a great evening. And if you're on there, make sure you let me know what part of the United States you're in or globally, just for a peace of mind to see where my fellow friends are at. Me personally, I'm in Texas, 2 hours down south of Texas. Hot, muggy. No water in our rivers. Can't go fishing.
Is that the capping unit? The procolored printhead capping unit?
See, now that put the screws back on, has a little bit of spring action. That's the way it goes. Why, I don't know. That's how it was before I took it apart. So, like I said, I'm not a professional. Okay, this is called the procolored printhead capping unit. Okay, that's what it's called. That's where the ink goes through. There you have it, folks. My back. And just reline the hose and just put the screws back on. Do not tighten them all the way. You got to make sure all the holes align with the screws first, so you won't mess up the threads on anyone. So you can move it around like this so you can find the proper. There we go. Nice and slowly but surely. And I'll repeat again, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it all over again. I am not a professional, so if anything goes wrong on your end,
I think we can tell by now.
that's not my problem. I'm not liable. I don't need you to beat your husband up. Don't don't need you to break the printer. And by all means, if you rip a line, taking it off or for whatever reason, I mean, that's all right. Just go ahead and just order some new lines. It ain't that expensive. And at the same time, it's all right. Meanwhile, you're waiting for the lines, for them to come in the mail. Just keep going and clean the parts and have them ready. So when the time's done, you're all done. Just put them back on. It's kind of like a little head start. So don't be mad at yourself.
Honestly, I think the problem was the clogged tubes.
Well, that was...
From the
I mean, of course, if this ink pad, if it gets filled and it triggers the alarm, then the alarm is there for a reason. The alarm is going to tell the brain of the operation, hey, no more ink, I'm filled up. I can't swallow no more ink, so don't print no more. So it's going to bring it to a halt. That's any component with a safety feature. However, if this machine doesn't do that, then you got bigger problems other than that clog.
Well, my alarm wasn't doing that because they told me to take off that little thing so I could stop beeping.
Oh yeah, that's what the tech told my wife, because I opened it up in the back once I followed the solenoids where they went, and I saw it disconnected. The pump was disconnected, and I told my wife, what did you do? Did you mess with it? She's like, well, no, I just took off one screw. And that, to me, my wife tells me she did mess with it. So then I saw that it was the component, it was not connected. The little harness, that little two-prong harness wasn't connected. So she said she disconnected it because that's what the tech told her, to turn the alarm off so that the printer can print, maybe overwrite the system.
Yeah, so the alarm could just stop beeping because it was
beeping. Okay, well,
really, and it's probably gonna do that again. We'll find out right now, right when we get there.
Well, so what you saw me do, guys, I just want to run it real quick. Took the pumps off, cleaned them, took off the tubes. Like I said, from the ink pad, the waste ink pad, whatever my wife said it was called, I don't know, I already forgot. How to take it off, how to clean it, run it with hot water, soap, clean it real good. It was black, the pad. So once I cleaned it with soap, Dawn soap, and a little brush, and brushed it out with hot water, now it's color white. So it's practically brand new again. All right, so that's that. Got that out of the way. All the waste system on this site is clean and ready to go. So now we're gonna focus on, I guess I should say, the cartridges.
Yeah.
All right, so this cartridge, I don't know if it's supposed to look like that. It looks brown, orange, white, black in the center. Are we gonna replace this?
Yeah, we're gonna have to replace it because he said that I could eject the ink out of there, but we have a new one. We can just replace it.
Okay, so you have to fill these up before you put them on, right?
They're $39. No, they came empty when they first.
Oh, so you fill them up? Well, then we'll go ahead and walk us through and fill it up.
No, I didn't fill it up.
So what do? You put it in empty without priming it? Aren't you supposed to prime it?
No, it came. They all.
Sorry, guys. This is, like I said, we're new to this, so
they all came empty.
They all came empty, and you just installed them like that in the ink?
No, they were already installed.
But they were empty.
Yeah.
So you just filled up the cartridges in the back of ink, and they
Or
primed
just
themselves?
Put the ink in there, yeah.
Okay. So, guys, if that's not the way to do it, please, once I upload this video, go ahead and message us, hit us up, and tell us the correct way to do it, because we're learning as we go. And hopefully you understand us, and bear with us, yeah. Together as a DTF community, we can make it happen. So, let me get a paper towel out here.
Do you want me to research that real quick before you do that?
Yeah.
How do you swap the card?
That would be great, honey. What's this on this side? This is the ink as well?
Yeah.
And this is ink on this side?
Yeah.
Getting it from there?
Position the printer. Swap the cartridges one by one. Take off only one cartridge at a time. Leave others connected to prevent air from entering the ink tubes. Gently wiggle or tilt the ink sac upwards and pull it out. Did you hear that? Gently wiggle or tilt the ink sac upwards and pull it out.
Yeah.
Disconnect the old cartridge from the
I
ink
did that.
tube. You may need to use scissors to cleanly cut the tube free.
Okay, so now just put a towel down. So I took off the white. I'm gonna install a new cartridge, and like my wife said, supposedly you just install them. I thought you primed these first.
Well, it does say prime and pack the new cartridge. To prevent air bubbles in your lines, use a syringe from your accessory kit.
Okay, well there you go.
About 3 to 5 milliliters of ink through the new cartridge until it is completely free of air. Keep the cartridge mouth facing upwards while extracting ink to avoid generating bubbles. But first you disconnect it, saying disconnect old cartridge from the ink tube. You may need to use scissors to cleanly cut the tube free if it is tightly sealed.
Yeah.
Ensuring you leave enough tube length to attach the new cartridge.
Mm-hmm.
Insert new ink cartridge into the ink tube.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's what we'll do. Once I put it on, I'm gonna prime this with white ink. But before I install it, I'm gonna put the syringe here, and I'm gonna back it out so I can bring out all the air bubbles, because I can see in the yellow right here. You can see a break right there, right there. There's so much air in between all these lines. So I'm gonna go ahead and bleed those out, and it should be picking up the ink from the larger tubes in the back. So hopefully we have enough ink. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, and message me if any questions or anything. And like I said, I'm not a professional, and we're do it as we go, do it yourselfers. So if I did something wrong along the way, please correct me or let me know. And yeah, this goes out to the DTF community, procolored, and peace. Baby, you want to say bye or?
No.
All right, she'll sue me. All right, love you guys. Take care. Bye. Off to the next one.